Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. I've been working towards doing this next turn-in, peak efficiency. You'll notice the quantities involved here, which I didn't mention earlier. 5,000 aluminum sheets and 10,000 iron sheets. I had to, iron plates. I had to run around and gather all that manually, because we do need to provide it manually, but 10,000, that's a lot of stacks. It took me a couple of trips to bring all that back and load it up. But now we're on to the final upload. And all I need to do is put in the time crystals and the trigons. There we go.
Milestone reached. After close scrutiny, two problems were identified in Mark V conveyor belts. The first was the belt part, so force fields have been implemented in the Mark VI instead, to maximize transfer speeds. The second problem is inefficient pioneers, but sadly no remedy is available for this severe impediment. Yet.
So there is an ongoing problem with high-speed belts, where you don't get the actual rated speed out of the belt quite. And the faster the belt, the bigger, the more the shortfall is noticeable. I've decided to just say, well, Fixit says these are rated at 780 or whatever, but then Toyota says their cars have a certain miles per gallon, right? So take it with a grain of salt. Let's look at what we can build now. This opened up some new belts. Conveyor belt Mark VI is 1,200 resources per minute. Woof. And conveyor lifts Mark VI are 1,200 per minute. I think those are the only two things that opened up. So that entire unlock was just for those faster belts. But like I always say, totally worth it, right? Nope, don't see anything else new. This may be a very short one. We've got spatial energy regulation, which is going to be our satellite portables, our portals for teleportation. And we got blueprints. I'm going to start work on the blueprints. We need to build neural quantum processors. So let's see here. Let me build up a thing really quick here. Recipes, P5, MQP. Can I put that up on the screen? Yes, there we go. So let's see. Come on. So you're going to see a little bit behind the screens here. How... Oh, that's unfortunate. That was supposed to be opened up here by quantum encoding, which I just turned in. Oh, neural dash. And there we go. So you need time crystals, supercomputers, trigons, and photonic matter. Time crystals and trigons I have available in small quantities, by which I mean it's going into a box, which I can harvest. We only need these in small quantities, so I'm willing to move things by hand. You need excited photonic matter. So I'm going to put in another line of this. Which is just a converter running for a while. So recipe names I mark with stars. Fill. Product is 1 per. Yeah, let's see if we can just do 1. We'll use that recipe. Do as many of those as we need. I believe I have an import thing. How are we doing here? Supercomputers. So that's going to give us a quantum processor. It's also going to do 25 dark matter residue, which is a fluid. What uses that? So we can take the dark matter residue and we can put 10 of it into a dark matter crystal, or we can mix it with time crystals or diamonds to get more crystals. Let's just use this to take care of it. We're going to need to deal with the fluid. So let's see. We've got a bunch of imports. Net products are going to be 2.5 crystals per minute, but that's cool. We can stockpile the crystals for now. We're going to need 100 quantum processors, which means we're going to end up with 250 crystals. If these don't stack, we're in trouble. So if I wanted to make 100 of these, let's ignore the per minute. So we need converters. Well, 1396, this would be one converter running for 13 minutes would provide the excited photonic matter. So we're gonna need the encoder and the converter, like that. We'll need a total of 500 time crystals, 1,500 trigons, and 100 supercomputers. We can carry those around by hand. So we'll do all of the rest of it normally.
Hey there. I'll Meiji, DePorta, Colbun, and Nigeria, because you're my DEer, that's why. I got stuff to hand off to you because you were out of range. 83 DePorta. Offhand Warblade.
There we go.
Offhand Warblade. Who needs it?
We'll put these imports down at the bottom.
Congrats, Mike Sully. Overlord Crimson Band, the other tanking ring. Who needs that?
Boom, boom.
You'll go back by it on the way down the hill.
So, again, I have not set this right, so this is going to be
And Hunter
one.
Mage, she is directionally challenged. Hunter Mage token piece. Hunter Mage.
The other thing I can do is I can sloop these. So what I will do is I will lay this out, and then I'm going to put in sloops where I can and reduce the quantities going up. I'm going to try to reduce this guy. Well, this guy doesn't get slooped, but I'm going to try to reduce how much I need this converter to be running. So we need an encoder, a converter, and a particle accelerator.
Direction than others.
Oh, and this, I could put it just somewhere close here. This whole area can actually be shut down. I think I've got it shut down. I don't want to start unbuilding it, though. I also don't want to be using its power. So I want a new build area. Let's see. So I bring it over like that. Let's do it at the same level as this guy, so I'll bring it over here as well. But I'm going to get rid of them out of the middle like that. Oh, wait a minute. Let's give ourselves a decent sized build area. Okay, and we can bring the power up from here. Oh, I've been fiddling around with hypertube cannons. If you've been watching my Steam account, you may have noticed that I got hit the highest possible distance. So, yeah, 15 rings and point straight up got me up to where I was beginning to take damage, and as soon as I got down below that, it triggered the achievement. We need a support pillar. Like that. That should meet up with this guy, sort of. There. Now this is also going to require its own power. I'm going to put my power switch right here at the base.
It's got some hit on it. Going to DE. 3, 2, who wants it?
So what we're building here, this is our neural quantum processors.
Love the tormented.
And I will update this to have the
he has no sense of direction whatsoever. We're underground. And
the actual power, like I've got these guys. Plus I've got all these guys turned off. These are going to need to turn on.
We get on the subway and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like we're going the right direction. Next thing I know, we ended up in Brooklyn.
Hold on. we're not connected. So this guy needs to be connected over to real power.
Exactly. Warrior Road Shaman. I know. It's like, and I don't think mine's as good as yours, but Lord have mercy, I was just like. There's just a sense that you're.
I don't want to connect this to the grid. I do want to just connect it straight up. There we go. So you'll have power until I decide to turn you off. Right now we have these guys turned off to save power because we're going to be doing some big things. I still need trigons and crystal production going because we're going to be importing those. And I can turn this into a smaller window. There. Out of the way. And once again, we have extra bonus highlights, which we got rid of this time. So this power comes up to here.
I'm also the first person who, like, if I have no idea about something, I'll be like, I don't fucking know. It's just, I don't know. Oh, we got ads in the back.
There we go. We now have power to all 6 of these power floors. So the first thing is we need an encoder. I don't have any blueprints for any of this stuff. These are huge. I am not even sure an encoder fits in a 5x5 area. Quantum encoder. It's like it all comes in from one end, it goes out the other end. And let's see, how big is it? This, I think, doesn't even fit a 6x6 blueprint designer.
I get tickled when they try to wipe their butt on the carpet.
So we're going to do that.
Oh, it's probably both.
So his outputs are the dark matter residue is a fluid and neural quantum processor as a solid. We need to take the fluid and do something with it over here. That's going to be the particle accelerator. Now just toss it over here like that. Let's get these programmed up. So neural quantum processor. And you get programmed for dark matter crystallization. So we've got 3 ways to deal with it. We can use dark matter crystallization, which does a 10-to-1 conversion from the fluid to the solid. Or we can use diamonds to reduce that to 5-to-1, or a dark matter trap where we take time crystals and 5-to-2. So diamonds double our yield of crystal, and this quadruples the yield. But we want to do this because right now we're just sinking our fluid output.
2, 1.
I'm going to bring it out to here.
Token piece for Shaman Druid. Shaman Druid.
And I don't know what color that's going to be yet, so we'll leave it alone. Now, this output from here, We're going to be turning out dark matter crystals, and we don't have anything we can do with those yet that we want to do. I think we have one thing we can build out of dark matter crystals. So for now, we will just toss it in industrial storage. And I am going to put it also into the depot. First of all, because the depot will store 5 more stacks of it. And second of all, I don't know, but I might need
Whoever got
these.
the last one that got the arcane crystal obviously has some good RNG,
So when I unlocked the recipe, I got a snarky comment from Ada about dealing with the byproduct better than I've done with them before. Well, I've done a pretty good job of dealing with byproducts before. I mean, she's being snarky for no reason. I mean, totally unjustified snark. Now, I have had trouble working out how to deal with it, but I've always dealt with it well. And why am I doing that when I want to just take it down below the deck? So you need to be like from there, like there.
that was mine. That's the only thing that I don't know. I was thinking Spookville, and then I don't know where Spook the dog came in. Just
Okay. I'm going to grab one of you. I'm going to put it there. And now you have power.
I didn't get it until later.
And we are going to downclock the heck out of you. This particle accelerator is at 12.5%.
I don't know if any of y'all have even logged back in since Thanksgiving, but I've been putting cute little guild messages.
We'll adjust that
with
later if
the,
necessary.
on
Now the quantum processor,
I got little coins.
this is there. It's going to be 2 gigawatts. Let's grab some sloops. So this is 100 divided by 6 to get the same output that I had before. So this brings us down to 1 per minute. It'll be doing 25 dark matter residue per minute. That'll be taking in 25. So these are now properly balanced. So we have inputs here. We have 3 solid and 1 fluid input. Our actual inputs are time crystals, supercomputers, trigons, and photonic matter. Okay, so photonic matter, it comes from a converter. I'm going to drop it in. Oh, let's align it. Why not? Now, excited photonic matter, this is like mining. It's got no input. So this just, given a certain amount of power, we turn out the photonic matter. And I want to sloop it.
Girdle token for Warrior Rogue Shaman.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look at the actual requirements here. So, excited photonic matter, if I'm producing 25 per minute, Okay, there's the power. When we get it running, I'll put a sloop in and compare the power. You are from here. Oops. 3 and 1.
Dale, did you get your enchant? Okay.
Well, okay, we can do that. I think it's here.
You'll think.
1, 2, 3, and 1. There we go. So that square right there, that foundation right there is the deep one. I should probably color those differently.
Don't worry about it too much. We're okay with it.
So this goes up to 25.6. Okay, so we sloop it. We're still 25 per minute. Let's wait for this to finish one. I don't think the power... Okay, so if we sloop it and change the clock speed, I believe that's a net loss. We use extra energy because it's slooped. And I need to finish this before it notices. Yeah, 25.6 megawatts. So we don't want to sloop this guy. And this is a fluid output. So we're going to line it up with this guy. There. There. So you're like blue-white. Well, I am just going to use my existing white swatch for you. And the other three are coming from containers. And I am just going to pile up some normal containers. So I do want to bring this guy over to this one. Oops. But that would try to go too much, so we will come out this direction and make the turn. Say here. Good enough, considering that we are basically doing weird things anyway. That's good enough. So quantum encoder now needs power. Do we have him downclocked? We have him downclocked. Do I need to sloop him or not? Let's think. I'm not going to sloop him. So you are basically center point on that one. Okay, hit H to lock the hologram in place. This is my normal thing. And
The poles for the, yeah.
that's probably the best we
can
could do.
Get a new Intel stuff. Thank you. Y'all ready?
So now we need to go acquire our imported stuff. I am not going to put a buffer on that or anything. So let's see, time crystals. We need 500 time crystals. 2, 4, 5. Hopefully that will upload faster than we can fill it from the other side. Oh, haha, I had 100 from this side. Okay, we'll just do that. And we need trigons. We have 50 trigons on us. We need a total of 1,500. Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8. Why is this not making trigons? I should be getting trigons in here. Okay. We need to go visit Trigon production. We're also going to need those quantities up in the upper right for that milestone. I want to get the Trigons allocated out for the quantum processor. Oh, wait a minute. The neural quantum processor, I believe, yes, we do need to sloop him so that we can cut our requirements in half. So you do need to be slooped. So we have a total of 750 trigons. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we've got it. Okay. So drop those back in. 2, 4, 6. That's 750. And we need a total of 250 time crystals.
Yeah, the Zenrock was no skills. Had that reserved.
Oh. So time crystals are now completely filled.
Blood collar.
So we're gonna actually dump those into a sink.
To step 1.
So starting from the top, we've got the 250 time crystals.
And who can take the heart of a car?
We got the 750 fixite for 600,
dropping it on
750, and we need 100 supercomputers.
Somebody roll, please.
Oops.
Don't tell Keller. Nobody can take the heart. Yeah, me too.
And now you can start grinding.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Okay, so instead of recycling these, I'm going to take that 250 and we're going to give them to the milestone. I do need to figure out why the Trigon isn't there. See, 500 fused modular frames. So these are in stacks of 50, so this is going to be 2 loads from Quantum. So we still need 250 more. And let's go see what's happening with our Trigons. I think the Trigons are being made of something that I hand carried. That makes sense. But that means that if we're going to start actually using Trigons, I will need to set up a Trigon factory sometime soon. But I would like to delay that as much as possible because I would like to start building things, like I said, with the 6x6 blueprints and Mark 6 belts, and start off with a nice clean final power plant and work out how I want to do this base that's going to complete phase 5. So Trigons, we need 500 of them for the milestone. And we currently have 191. So almost 200. So we need over 300 of them. Oh, reanimated Sam. Right. I don't think I have reanimated Sam in a drone port. So we need 2 reanimated SAM per ingot, so I get like 600 of those.
I got a question. So if you've got 5 cinders up, I always try to...
Let's start off with 500.
When it's off cooldown, and then use Heroic Strike in addition whenever my Bloodthirst is off.
And you're slooped, so 4 becomes 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, for DPSing or tanking.
What I'll do is I'll put in another load of 500 of this AM when I get it. Oh, that was fast. There.
The funny thing about...
So power's still doing really good.
It seems like it's either stays full or stays empty. There's like this no middle ground.
Notice that fused modular frames are already refilled.
Exactly.
That's the nice thing about setting up the industrial boxes before the refiller, is that we can refill it from the box rather than waiting for the production.
In AQ, your rage is always maxed out. It never goes down, it seems like. And no, not Velstras. I'm talking about AQ20. The gauntlet. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's like I
So interesting number of Trigons we had there. Now, something I've noticed is that if I set the recipe and then apply a sloop, the first rep of the recipe, it doesn't multiply.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So that's something to bear in mind.
Yeah, it's got to have my label.
There we go. So Trigons are going to take a while to build. And
yeah, when server
these guys are going to take a while to build.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to set up a box for these. Just for fun, I'm going to do an industrial container, even though we know we're never going to build that many of them. And a dimensional depot, even though we're right here at the base. So we did build a few. Got 5 of them already. And we already have 7 dark matter crystals. So that looks like it's white. This is going to be a while, so I don't think we have anything left we can do here. I will let this run, and when we come back, we'll be ready to unlock the Fix-It blueprints, and then we can look at what we're going to do for the next unlock. I will see you in that recording. Short one this time. See you later.